I can keep myself from trying a bite of every page inside. They wish your patience a virtue. Oh, they tell me glitter needs a sin. But my desire is bottomless. I wanna slit your throat and detail I get sick. The slaughter's on, I'd love to see you come undone and satisfied until I've got you flayed alive. So grab a plate, have a taste, check away on ocean's way. I'm still preying on the butcher's vein. To dress you up in pretty patterns. Oh, to dress your flesh up with the works. Perfectly portioned by a dapper, serving the finest leftover dessert. Why would I desecrate and carcass? Why let the...
Alright, let's get this Fender ambient light and rear ambient light kit installed. Open the box, and you'll find the rear cigarette lighter power cable, the rear control box, the front control box, a power extension cable, a resistor, left and right Fender ambient lights, and the rear ambient light. Everything we need is right here, so let's get started. First, remove the factory Fender trim. Unplug the red connector. Remove the 2 screws. And take off the original Fender piece. Grab the new Fender ambient light, plug it in, and secure it with the 2 screws. Next, take the resistor and some tape. Wrap tape around both ends to prevent short circuits, leaving a little bit of the metal exposed. Plug the resistor into the factory red connector. And secure it in place. Now open the door and take the left side extension cable. Feed it through the opening toward the fender and connect it to the ambient light. Reinstall the fender trim. Pull the extra wire through. Remove the factory door seal. Take off the dashboard side panel. Remove the clips and lift the door sill trim. Remove the rubber plug in the door gap. Poke a small hole in it and feed the extension cable through. Then, route the wire through the opening and reinstall the rubber plug. Make sure to leave a little slack in the door gap so the wire doesn't get pulled when opening and closing the door. Remove the footwell trim and route the extension cable up above the wireless charging panel. Then over to the passenger side. That completes the left fender light. The right side installs the exact same way. Once both sides are done, reinstall the door sill trims clips, dashboard side panels, and door seals. Move to the passenger side, remove the door seal, dashboard side panel, clips, and door sill trim again. Next, remove the wireless charging frame. Unscrew the 4 screws, remove the charging panel, and unplug the connector. Connect the front power cable to the factory wireless charging connector. Reinstall the charging panel. Organize the wiring. And route the power cable together with the left side extension cable through the footwell area. Tighten the 4 screws and reinstall the wireless charging frame. Plug the power cable into this connector. Connect the left and right Fender extension cables to the matching ports on the front control box. And connect the power cable as well. Tuck away any extra wiring and hide everything neatly. Now let's move to the rear ambient light. Grab the rear ambient light, the cigarette lighter power cable, and the rear control box harness. Open the trunk side panel. Unplug the factory connector and connect the cigarette lighter power cable to it. Connect the other end of the power cable to the rear control box. Connect the extension cable to the ambient light temporarily to check that everything lights up. Once confirmed, unplug it and hide the control box and wiring. Route the extension cable along the edge trim to this area. Remove the rubber grommet and the trim panel. Use a fish wire to feed the extension cable through the grommet opening. Pull it through and reinstall the trim panel. Then feed the cable back through the grommet and reinstall the lower section. Next, remove the tailgate U-shaped trim. Use the fish wire to route the extension cable into the U-shaped trim area. Then reinstall the upper grommet. Disconnect the fish wire. Stick the rear ambient light onto the glass. Connect the ambient light cable to the extension cable. And finally reinstall the U-shaped trim. And just like that, the Fender ambient lights and rear ambient light kit are fully installed and ready to go.